Next is reference panels. Reference panel is something that we use for process control. And basically, it's process control applied to the draw die. So in the past, during this discussion, we've talked about capturing panels at certain points in times, and we've talked about those panels are indicative at the time the panel was hit. So we want to make sure that we capture a recipe associated with that panel. In this particular case, a reference panel is a panel that we would say is stable from a forming operation perspective. We're able to capture the recipe at the time that was hit. We have this is a circle gridded panel. We have complete formability analysis of that panel. We have recorded on this panel all the high strain conditions, still safe, but we've recorded all those on the panels. On this panel, we've circled or noted anywhere where there's bindings, binder marks, hard marks, scoring, wrinkles. All the features, whether they're qualitative features or quantitative features, are documented on this panel. And then we advocate for the stamper to save these panels, either in the formability lab, in racks near the formability lab, or in racks at the floor where these panels can be pulled and compared to operational panels quickly. Even though this is a circle gridded panel, we'll pull this panel and lay it up on top of an operational panel, or vice versa, lay the operational panel on here to see very quickly, and this is a draw shell comparison, if the material outside the addenda is the same, if the material outside the bead is the same, if the marks, the hard marks, the coining, the scoring, if those are all similar, or if they're changing. And if they're changing, that would be an indication that we might want to conduct formability, more detailed formability analysis, because chances are I've got an unstable panel. We can also look at the recipe. If the recipe is similar, but we're seeing differences visually in the qualitative appearance of the panel, something's changing, and we need to understand what that might be. It might be difficult for you at your customer plant, if they're not using reference panels, to do this, but you could ask a lab to hold those for you, or you could cut templates out of critical areas and make sure that you document on those templates the high strain conditions, the recipe at the time those were formed, etc. You can do that to help your problem solving efforts in the future.